feels like we're being watched. Hunted, even. But there's nothing out there. Only more darkness. I much prefer it when I'm the one prowling in the shadows. About to strike. Sorry, did you want something? Or just looking for a distraction?
Stop! Who's there? So you can fry us alive? I don't think so. Come into the light! Hands high!
I've been thinking about the runes Cazador carved into my back. I don't know much about Infernal, but I know anything written in Devil script is going to be bad news. I'm afraid that through those runes, somehow, Cazador might still be able to dominate me. Oh yes, we all got the same treatment. But I can't exactly stroll up and ask to look at their backs, can I? They're still under Cazador's clawed thumb. No. I thought I might ask someone else. Our devilish friend, Raphael. If anyone's going to know about infernal text, he will. Well, we won't know until we ask now, will we? Unfortunately, he comes and goes in his own schedule, so we'll just have to look out for any sulphurous odors or the sound of questionable poetry. Meanwhile, I think I'll spend some time studying the art of infernal negotiations.
Thou hast now a bosom companion. Take care that thou art not distracted on thy quest, seeking the comforts of the flesh. Recall that in time, all becomes dust and bone.
So, the untouchable Karlach is untouchable no more. I'd shake her hand, but she can still snap me in two, so, probably safest to skip it. It's not a plan yet. More a feeling. Just an itch at the back of my mind. But I know I'm missing something. Whatever Cazador did to me, it was more than his usual sadism. It had purpose. Once I know what that purpose was, maybe a plan will present itself. But for now, I just need to scratch this itch.
Are you satisfied? Keep quiet, and you won't have to find out. Good little hero.
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering. You will be refreshed, and I will be reassured. You don't know what you're missing.
This is my territory, and you're in it. I'll allow it. You've had enough, now go. Quickly! Yes.
Your move, Maul.
You trapped me? I didn't even want to take this one.
Kalimshan rules, dear. The first piece touched is the first piece moved.
That's garbage! No matter where the night goes, I'm gonna lose it!
Then make the sacrifice useful. Guard your Mistra, or come for my Cyric.
What's going on here?
Look who made it! For once, I saved your butt out there, didn't I? We're square now, Chief. Say, do you play lance ball by any chance? It's my first time playing.
The keen gleam in Moll's eyes reveals the lie. She knows the game well, and she wants to win.
How's that for Kalimshan rules?
Brava. Lovely work. I see I was right to make you the offer I did. You will consider it, won't you? What a lovely specimen she is. A blushing apple begging to be plucked.
Please let me smack this creep.
She cheated, of course, but that's half her charm. To play the game, the vast lance board of souls. But don't you worry about Moll. It goes without saying she still has the unconditional freedom to choose the only option she has left. Now, let's talk about you. I sense there's something you want to ask me.
I do. I have a proposal for you.
A proposal? If you're hoping to taste my blood, little vampling, think again. It burns hotter than wyvern whiskey.
This is serious business. Devil. Well, a long time ago, someone carved infernal runes into my back. They're a fragment of a contract. I'd like to know what the full contract says.
Oh, such impatience. It's something very important to your master, but is it a love letter, a warning, or a deed of ownership? I could give you all the gory details. But of course, you'll have to do something for me first. Let me think about it, and get back to you.
You'll get back to me? This is important, Devil. When?
Don't worry, I'm motivated to help you. Scars often tell such wonderful stories. I think yours might be truly exquisite. I'll see you soon.
A haunting face swims into your mind's eye, its instructions vivid in your mind. Nothing is more important than bringing the girl alive.
What's going on? If you have something to say, say it.
Pathetic. The Absolute sees all. Your treachery will be punished.
You know, I feel a connection between us. Like we're two souls walking the same path. You might be a little naive in the ways of the world, but I see promise in you. Ambition. Just that you have a big heart. You like doing what's right. So I was thinking, what would be the right thing to do when we get to Moonrise Towers? When we come face to face with whoever's controlling the parasites in our heads? God! Now try to think outside the box just a little. Consider the parasites in our skulls, and think how many others have the mind flayers infected. Hundreds. Thousands. And they're not just goblin trash. There are powerful people in the Wyrm's thrall. Whoever's waiting for us at Moonrise Towers controls it all. But if we can take that control from them, imagine the power we'd wield. That's just the thing. If we control the parasites, then we can order them not to change us. All the power, with none of the tentacles. I'm just saying, there's an opportunity here. If we can control the tadpoles, we can keep ourselves safe. And liberate the world from this evil. So much for thinking you had ambition. Still, we're not there yet. Maybe you'll see the light. Yet.
My pixie dust is bright as day. My injuries can light the way.
It seems like a fitting punishment for a poet.
Dolly thanks you for your sympathy. Now, sorcerer, kindly set me free. It would be my pleasure, truly. Once I'm freed, I'll help you duly. Finally!
Yes, darling. Cazador, sired 7 spawn. Me and my 6 brothers and sisters. He always insisted we were a family, even when he was carving scars into our flesh. I was one of his first. Some of the others came years later. He was a monster to us all, but did take special pleasure in my pain. He said my screams sounded sweetest. And now that I'm gone, I don't know. I pity the other 6.
Their incisions are, as yet, still streaked with imprecision. That much I must concede. How to steady their hands, I wonder. Yes, for are we not all in need of a cure? Come, I will acquaint you with the lady's dark-fingered embrace. Your diligence is exemplary. Very well. Your own scalpel you will be.
Our hero thought but of treasure ahead, did not consider the peace of the dead. Through the dark she went creeping, and awoke what was sleeping. A new grave they dug, which she herself fed. Until it was perfect. I've grown quite fond of you, you know, in my way. I thought it only fair to warn you about the dangers ahead. Intrepid as ever. It would be pointless of me to try to bar you from entering. But I can set the scene, as it were. Prepare you for your role. I already did. If, through the dark, you go creeping and awake what is sleeping, chances are many more graves than yours alone will soon be fed. Very well. There is a creature that lurks in silence and shadow. A creature who, like me, is very much of the infernal persuasion. Should it make its way out through the very doors you are about to brazenly swing open, you'll have unleashed a pestilence upon this realm. In truth, it is carnage incarnate. So if you meet the devil of which I speak, kill it. Consider no other course of action. This creature and I go back a long way. I admit it would be in my best interest as well should it remain trapped in the dark. Or misplace its head, perhaps? I should not relish its reacquaintance. Let's leave it at that. Listen here, Pipsqueak. Do not underestimate this opponent. At best, you will have the blink of an eye to strike. Strike first, strike true, defy the odds, for they are distinctly in its favor. That much I owe the bastard to concede. And don't think I've forgotten your tale, Astarion. When the beast is dead, I'll consider that payment enough to translate those scars of yours.
A fairer deal than I expected.
You wound me, Spawn. I always deal fairly. And will close this particular deal soon enough. Vanquish the beast, and all will be revealed.
I did miss that face, you know. I'd trust a devil over a vampire any day. I think he likes us. Am I not the very definition of careful? This temple certainly is grand. Well, it's a rundown bearing the weight of centuries sort of grand, which is my favorite kind, incidentally.
What's this? Fresh entertainment? But you're too fresh for this place, aren't you? There's a whiff of the surface to you. A new arrival, then. You burrow too deep, little rabbit. I don't talk to prey. There's something else, almost hidden by your fear stink. Cherries. Musk. And sulfur. Raphael! I can smell him all over you. Where is he? That perfume trickster swindled me. Trapped me. Where is he? Spit it out. Now!
What are you doing? The devil told us to kill this thing, so let's stop chatting and kill it.
Bargaining, are you? A Karator warlord once tried the same. I made him watch as I ate his concubines in young, then fashioned a codpiece from his skull. You can't help. It's not just walls that keep me here. Not the traps, the dark, or the creatures it hides. Something stronger holds me. A contract. Either I fulfill the contract, die trying, or forfeit my freedom. If I leave this place now, I'll become Raphael's slave. Raphael is no foolish story devil. His mind is different, sneaky. Listen. Spill all the blood sworn to the night. Silence all prayers. Smother each rite. Wander Shar's halls, hungry to slay. Leave no justice here, alive to obey. Leave none to hear it, then be set free. This song is your oath. Swear it to me. Ah!
Well, that explains where all the Dark Justiciars went. This song differs from others you've studied. The final couplet contains a trick, a clause not easily fulfilled.
That's it.
So he's the one who slaughtered the Justiciars. Can we kill him now? Because if he doesn't die, then Raphael won't tell me a damn thing about my scars.
Parchment can burn. Oral agreements aren't worth the tongues they're waggled out upon. A song lingers. Raphael made double sure of that. I can't forget the damn thing so long as my word's not finished. I did as instructed, but the song still rattles about in my head. The contract still stands somehow. If I break it, I will become Raphael's slave forever. Anyway, enough prattle. The lyrics are clear. All who hear the song must die. Time to die. Americans? They barely have a thought to share among themselves. But they do have ears. Kill yourselves. Back to the hells with you. I still hear it. Seems your theory is wrong. Stay very still. My beauty. I still hear it! Wrong about this. I'll claw my way out of a furnace and eat you alive. Contract be damned. Nicely played, Raphael. Bastard.
That silver tongue of yours is dangerous. Bravo! I can't believe you actually pulled that off.
Yes, darling. The orphan is nothing. I'll have my satisfaction when Raphael makes good on his word. Thank you for helping me. It was very kind.
Do you know what happens when a devil is struck down on this charming plane of existence? It returns to the hells, to the very point where it last stood before venturing to whichever devil-forsaken plane it died on. In the case of our friend Yurgir, the Orthon you so handily dispatched in the Temple of Shar, he manifested in my House of Hope. He returned to me chastened but intact. His wounds healed, his body restored. He thought I would dismember him. But he has his uses. So instead, I am re-educating him.
We delivered the devil. Now I want what I'm owed. We had a deal.
Indeed, we did. I discovered all there is to know about those scars of yours. It's a rather grim tale. Even for my tastes. As you wish. Brace yourself, Astarion. We're about to unveil your destiny. Carved into that ivory skin of yours is one part of an infernal contract between the archdevil Mephistopheles and your former master, Cazador Zar. In full, the contract states that Cazador will be granted knowledge of an infernal ritual so vile it has never been performed. The rite of profane ascension. It promises to be a marvelous ceremony, very elaborate, incredibly ancient, and entirely diabolical. If he completes the rite, he will become a new kind of being, the Vampire Ascendant. All the strengths of his vampiric form will be amplified, and alongside them he will enjoy the luxuries of the living. The arousals and appetites of man will return to him. And unlike Astarion, he will have no need of a parasite to protect him from the sun. But the ritual has its price, as all worthwhile things do. Lord Cazador will need to sacrifice a number of souls, including all of his vampiric spawn, if he is to ascend. Imagine how he felt then, when one of those precious spawns simply disappeared into thin air. The only missing ingredient is Astarion. You are the final piece he requires to complete the ritual. Your scars bind you to it. Your soul will set off a very wave of death, bringing Cazador his twisted life. And that, my tragic and toothsome friend, is that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have business elsewhere.
It's a lot to take in. What do you think I should do? I hate how right you are. I knew he wouldn't leave me alone, even when I was just another wretched toy for him to play with. But if I'm the key to this power he craves, he'll hunt me to the ends of Faerun. I need to take the fight to him, and I need you to help me. Thank you.
I collect the toll. I collect the gold. 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 No. I paid back.
Drink. Make it drunk. Be drunk. You and I both. To our good health. Tell me a story, a fable, a saga. Delight me. Tell me of foes felled, villains vanquished, beasts bastard. Molten, hot, heavy.
I did miss that face, you know. The thing that will decide my fate forevermore. Yes, it's been on my mind. Why? Well, in theory, it's simple. Destroy Cazador, stop ritual. That's assuming we want to stop the ritual. What? I've obviously thought about it. If I was the one who completed the ritual, I'd have such power. And I could walk in the sun without fear I'd turn into a mind flare. A pity, then, that it's not your decision to make. Of course, I don't even know if I could complete the ritual. It may be impossible, but it certainly is tempting. Before anything else, I need to know where it's happening. To the public, Cazador is an ordinary noble. A little reclusive, perhaps, but just another of the great and the good of Baldur's Gate. He has a grand palace on the hills of the gate, where he hosts the city's high society. I don't know if you perform the ritual there. It feels too public. He'd risk exposure. Mephistopheles is one of the Lords of the Nine Hells. Raphael is not going to let any ire be tracked back to him. Perhaps Raphael even will gain from setting us on this course, who can say? All I know is I need to unravel the secrets around Cazador's ritual. And I can only do that in Baldur's Gate.
That's far enough.
thoughts invade your own, probing for purchase. Your parasite purrs in recognition.
Ah, one blessed like myself. What news, true soul? Who better to suss out his like?
You'll find Z'rell in the audience chamber, true soul. She'll be wanting to hear from you.
Well then, let's not keep her waiting.
Praise the Absolute.
You feel her will surge outwards and envelop the creature, inexorable as the tide.
Soul.
No, Barnabas! We talked about this.
Like a rope drawn taut beneath the blade, the connection simply snaps.
Here in the seat of the Absolute's power, your authority over them is complete. They will obey any command. Report to me upstairs when you're done.
Please! You gotta help me! For old time's sake! Oh, crap! You're gonna enjoy this, ain't ya?
Every emotion soaks into her mind's palette. But there is purpose to her exploration. She is searching for proof of your faith.
My. Your lust for the neck pricker is succulent. I'd like to take a bite out of him myself. She gave me everything I wanted. To take without asking, to feel without doubting, and to kill without consequence. In a word, freedom. Why not? What's the point in power if you don't get to have a little fun every now and again? She gave me the power to cut the thread of life with a thought.
Do you have a moment? I think we need to talk. Oh yes, I'm fine. I just feel awful. Look, I had a plan. A nice, simple plan. Seduce you, sleep with you, manipulate your feelings so you'd never turn on me. It was easy. Instinctive. Habits from 200 years of charming people kicked in. All you had to do was fall for it. And all I had to do was not fall for you. Which is where my nice, simple plan fell apart. You're incredible. You deserve something real. I want us to be something real. I just don't know what real looks like. Not after 200 years playing the rake. Being close to someone, any kind of intimacy, was something I performed to lure people back for him. Even though I know things between us are different, being with someone still feels tainted. Still brings up those feelings of disgust and loathing. I don't know how else to be with someone. no matter how much I'd like to. Really? You're full of surprises, aren't you? Honestly, I have no idea what we're doing. Or what comes next. But I know that this is nice.
Araj Oblodra, trader in blood and the sanguineous arts. It is a pleasure to stand before a true soul, and your pale companion. I'd like to offer my services, if you're willing. Please. You think someone in my line of work wouldn't recognize a vampire spawn when they see one? I trade in blood, and the potions that can be wrung from it. I'm more than happy to make you one, if you'd honor me with your blood. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. The rest, I keep for myself. No idea, but it will be unique to you. Your blood essence and the Absolute's blessing intertwined. We can learn exactly what that means together, Research, naturally. A little experimentation, perhaps. I have an innate curiosity for all things sanguine. Just a little prick and it's all over. Close your eyes. There we are. All of your very best traits in a bottle. Use it well. Although perhaps there's one more thing we could discuss. Your vampiric friend.
Oh, don't worry. We're all friends under the Absolute. I won't bite.
Oh, I'd prefer if you did. I assume he belongs to you? I'm sure he really believes that. How utterly adorable. Do you have a name, Spawn?
Astarion, but hold on.
Good. Now, Astarion. I've dreamt of being bitten by a vampire since I was a young girl.
I'm sorry, you want to be bitten?
To feel your life's blood slipping away. To dance on the edge between life and death. Yes, I want it. I'll even compensate you. A potion of legendary power that forever increases the strength of the one who consumes it. It's not for sale, but it's yours, if you bite me.
I will have to decline.
Excuse me? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you're squandering it.
I gave you my answer.
Can't you talk some sense into your obstinate charge? How very disappointing.
Gods, you're beautiful. Us. I still love the sound of that. I don't know. But isn't it nice not to know? You're not a victim. Not a target. Not just one night it's better to forget. But then, whatever in the world could you be? How could I say no? Delicious.
down until I'm done. But just tonight, maybe I'll rest in I feel your breath upon my neck, a soft caress as cold as death. I hear your heart beating my soul, our endings bound, our bodies known. I can't go yet, don't let me die. I want to leave, my only one. There's more to do if we can only leave. The clock won't stop and this is what we